Hey guys, thanks for being here as we continue to go deeper into our series, Why on Earth? Today we're talking about how Jesus, the Son of Man, came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. That verse out of Mark 10. And as we consider together why on earth Jesus would come here, one reason is just that, to serve. He's our greatest example of service and how to offer ourselves in making much of God. We very clearly aren't going to serve in the same way Jesus did, but our service is in response to what he did and the way that he served. He gave us not only the example for serving well, he gave us the opportunity to serve the gospel and proclaim it in the first place. In this passage, James and John don't understand the price that Jesus is going to pay and claim that they'll be able to do the same, to essentially serve this world in the same way. And while they weren't and we aren't going to accomplish the same things as Jesus, we can still proclaim him in serving and loving others. I think one of the marks of the most effective servant leaders is humility. That's certainly not the only one, but a characteristic I've seen in some of the most effective servant leaders. This comes up as Paul writes about Jesus to the Philippians. He first tells them to not be focused only on themselves, but to consider Jesus and how he humbled himself, even to the point of death on a cross. That's the foundation of our service, what Jesus did. And because of that, we have something to point others to through our service. This reminds me of my old mentor, who had a lot to consider for himself. He had a great job, a wonderful family, significant resources, but he leveraged them for the gospel. Perfectly? No. But he was generous with his money, spent vast amounts of time investing in my life and in others, served as an elder at our church, and never made what he had, tangibly and otherwise, about himself. Instead, he humbly offered what he had to the gospel, and I'm better because of it. And while our circumstances aren't the same, we can still leverage them for God's glory. We can still serve the lives of others by offering ourselves, Jesus being our example. I often hear those phrases like, be Jesus to someone today, or let's be the hands and feet of Jesus. Well, Jesus is Jesus, and the hands and feet of Jesus are just that, his own. And while I understand the sentiment, only Jesus can be Jesus to people. But I can be me, you can be you, as imperfect as we are, and allow the work of our perfect Savior to compel what we do in this world. We can let his humility lead us to count others as more significant than ourselves. We can let his love and grace for us compel us to offer that to others. And we can let the way he served us lead us to faithfully serve this world near and far as a testament to the one who gave his life as a ransom for many. Let's do that together with Jesus as our example. And I'll see you next week for another episode of More.